You're the older sister.
Yep.
What's your name?
Heather.
Heather. Did your mom have any problems after the divorce with alcohol? You lost your father, really, in the divorce because you were living with your mom, so you didn't have both parents together, right?
Right.
You love your dad?
Yes, I do.
I had a sense that you did. And your mom wasn't handling it well. You and your sister talk about it?
Yes.
Did either one of you take sides with your mom or your dad?
Well, I particularly have kind of just tried to get along with everybody.
That sounds like a really good idea. Why don't you have a seat?
Okay.
Mr. Billington, tell me your side of the story.
You know, I would just really like to know what this lawsuit that's going on now, what it involves. What is the $2,300? I have no idea.
Well, why don't you tell me what the $2,300 is? That's what he wants to know first.
Okay, the fact that he had not taken custody of Hillary after I had begged him to take custody of Hillary.
But where's the $2,300 come in?
$1,000 of it is because Hillary allowed the charges against me.
What's the other piece of money?
The money is, Heather was asked by her father to take in Hillary. He told her that he would pay half of Hillary's support. So Heather had her roommate move out and had Hillary move in.
And you helped out with the expenses, and you feel as if Mr.
That is not true.
I had no choice but to pay.
If I might come in. There was somewhat of an agreement that when I took in my sister, that there would be help, and there was help. There was help from both of them, but it didn't make it, and that's, I think, what my mom's upset about. That,
No, her mother's upset. It's just because she likes to be upset and harass me for the day I die. But that's what...
Is that all the money that you're talking about?
The money that I had to pay Heather to live is the main.
Money that you had to pay
I informed Heather
Heather?
she couldn't tell Hillary I was making the bills.
Do you have to pay him child support?
No,
Why not?
because I've had custody of her until last year. I had
You've
custody.
never had physical
Never.
custody of her.
I didn't have legal custody on paper, but I had her physical body with me other than a year and a half since 1989.
Right now she's with her father.
I relinquished all parental rights.
You can't relinquish all parental rights. What do you mean? You just say...
I was told I had to.
Exactly, that's what she
Is
does.
that what you did? You went into
I
court and
was
say...
told, yes,
And you
Child
divorced your
Protective
daughter?
Services told me the only choice I had to force him to take Hillary, to not allow her to be in my home to
not
beat me
true.
any longer, was to relinquish parental rights.
Listen, I've heard enough. I don't know whether both of you handled it wrong or one of you handled it wrong, or it was a little bit of both. You should never have brought this case to court, Mrs. Billington. You have 2 children. You and your former husband created a situation where the children were now the products of a broken home. You didn't handle the divorce well. Your children did not handle you not handling the divorce well, if you follow that. You started drinking sometime during that period. You had 2 young girls at home. They clearly were unhappy during that period of time. That was a very formative time for her. Let us assume that she is this terrible brat that you say she is. Mrs. Billington, she's your brat. And I don't care if you go into court.
She was my church-going, wonderful child.
And I don't care if you go
years.
into the Supreme Court of the United States and say, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you. This is still your child. Your lawsuit is ridiculous. And I want to tell you something. It's a tragic mistake for a child to grow up without a mother. So I think that if you're smart...
She was more than 17 years old.
You don't
she did not grow up without a mother.
You don't stop talking, you have a problem. You have to listen. You don't take any responsibility, Mrs. Billington, for the damage that you caused. If you're not smart and you don't try to reconcile with your daughter, you will both be the losers. You have a parental responsibility. You are supposed to have unconditional love for this child. Unconditional. Whatever she does, that's your parental responsibility. And if you abdicate it by persisting to separate yourself from her, you're going to be a loser. This case is over.